NFL week number 9 is here, y'all. We've hit the mid-season, man, and we got a lot to talk about, baby. As I sit here and watch my Diamondbacks take a beat down on Halloween. Happy Halloween, familia. Hope y'all out, did your thing with your kids, but jump in and just relax, baby. Enjoy the ride tonight because I got you. We're going to talk some football. Welcome to Gridiron Nation, baby. Let's get it. It's time I get in the game, forget the money and fame. Stay ready, making sure that they remember my name. I got a hunger inside when the numbers are tied. Yo, I'ma turn it up a level, never will be denied. I got them back on their heels, about to have me a meal. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the field. Take out the competition, they'll remember the name. The wicked one I always bring it, got my head in the game. Now it's on. Finally went and wrote me a song. We the nation, eyes up on the chip and taking it home. Always up in my zone, yo, I'ma alter the plot. Man, it just can't stop. I got him shaking the spot. You got knocked down, go on and get up off the floor. Line up, brace yourself, cause I'ma give it some more. And when you feel the fire that I'm lacing into my rhymes, you know the heat is coming, baby. It's my time to shine now. All right, baby. That is right. It is my time to shine. What is up, familia? Happy Halloween, y'all. Thank you for joining me on your, Tuesday evening. Once again, I am here, ready to roll with you guys, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. It's been a cool night. I just got in. Cool, like literally. It's getting chilly now, man. Yeah. About a week ago, we were still feeling like we were in the 80s here in Cruces, and now all of a sudden it's cold. We're ready for this. Everybody getting sick. Shout out to my boy JP out there. Thank you for jumping in, brother. Hope you feel better, man. You stay home. You get rested up, my friend, because we got a busy holiday season coming. But, it is Halloween, man. So whatever y'all had going on, now you're chilling with me. And I appreciate you guys, every one of you, man. So, yeah, we're going into week 9 in the NFL. And, damn, week 8 was crazy, right? Like, some upsets. There were some upsets as there continues to be in this crazy NFL season, man. So, I mean, what else is new, right? Like, we're getting that every week now. It's hard to call some of these games, man. But there was a lot of trades as the trade deadline went down today. And what can I say? What can I say? As a Cowboys fan, another trade deadline comes and goes, and still no splashes, man. I needed Jerry to kind of prove to me that we were ready to go. That we were ready to go and ready to go all in this season. Make some moves where we needed either some depth or some help. Power running, maybe. I don't know. Maybe some depth on the O-line. I don't know. Jerry, something? Nah. We got nothing from the old man today. Nothing. After all the Derrick Henry rumors and, there was talks about it was Devontae Adams going to get traded. And okay, as a Cowboys fan, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm used to this shit, right? Kind of tired of it, though, because we were supposed to be all in this year. Last year that he was like, no, like we're rolling over the next year. So I don't know what they're doing because they can't be rolling over till next year. No, this has to be the year that we make a good push. But I don't know. Can y'all just make it make sense for me? Huh? Because I don't got it. I don't got it, man. My brother, happy Halloween, brother. Yeah. Much respect, much love to you, man. And our D-backs, bro. Damn. Bottom of the 4th. It's 10-1, y'all. I ain't even playing right now. Like, freaking Halloween. It's crazy. I don't know. They got their best hitter. Their best hitter ain't even playing, man. Adolis Garcia's not playing for the Rangers tonight. What the hell? Damn. I don't know. It is what it is, though, right? So hopefully the D-backs can bounce back either this game or in the next game. But we'll see, man. We'll see how they do. But, man, what else we got going on? NBA season's in full swing, y'all. My Magic. I think we're 2-1 right now. Lost to the Lakers in the close one last night on the road. One that we kind of just let slip away from us. But I'm liking the young talent, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing of the young talent. And yes, it is, JP. It is, bro. I ain't digging this shit, man. Damn. I don't know. Let's see what the D-backs got, man. This has been a team that's played with a lot of heart this year, man. So I wouldn't count them out, even at 3-1 if they go down 3-1. It's 10-1. I don't want to be like, it's over tonight. because it's the fourth inning, and then it's Halloween. So you never know what the hell gonna happen, and then I'll be eating my words. But so yeah, man. Anyways, NBA, we've got the World Series going on. NHL is back. So we got sports, the four major sports right now. It's a rare thing that it's all going on right now at the same time. Okay. This is like the month where it happens, man. But we got a lot on the plate today, y'all. So ride with me. All right, let's do this, man. Oh, my brother's talking about the Suns. All right, he's got the Suns. On head, what is up, brother? Welcome to the show, my friend. That was just another excuse for a drink. Whatever. All right, man. Let's get it on, guys, because we got a lot of football to talk today, baby. I mean, damn. Damn. All right. Where am I going to start here? You know what? We'll get to the football in a while. I still want to have some fun before I get a little worked up. I'm just kidding. But still, for real. All right. So I asked y'all. I told you guys last week I wanted to ask this question because I had a coworker. I won't say her name. Okay. I thought of this because I had a coworker last week, and she was having a rough day. She was having a rough day, and I thought it was just one of those days, because I have those days. My age, I have those days more often than not. But yeah, so she's having one of those days, and it wasn't until the next day that we're talking about it, and she says, I was like hung over as fuck yesterday. She says, when I was here, like I was so freaking hung over. We start talking about what she drank the night before, and I was like, damn, it sucks to be at work hungover. And I was like, you know what? That is a hell of a fun topic. So let's roll with it. What do you say? All right. And I'm thinking about this whole hangover thing. What are some of the worst days? Obviously being at work is like one of the worst, whatever your job is, when you're hungover. All you want to do is be home chilling, in some freaking pajama pants or shorts under a blanket, watching some Netflix, chilling, eating, trying to recover. But yeah, you probably do, bro. You probably do, dog. You already know. JP. Yeah. See, you get me all laughing, and then all of a sudden I see that shit. Ain't funny, dog. All right, man. So, all right, let's do one more, Angel. Yeah. So, I wanted to know. I want to know, guys, and I hope you guys thought about this because I gave you a heads up last week. So we were going to talk about this. Worst hangover. Now, I talked about work. Okay, we all know that's like one of the worst. But then I talked about, what about when you're at church, or if you don't go to church, or if you're just one of the type that never been to church, it's okay. But what if it's like either church or like some kind of like community event, something like that? Even church events, they got bake sales outside. During the summer, it's like 155 degrees outside. That shit ain't cute when you're hungover, is it? Nah. But when you're at work, like you work outdoors, I used to do landscape and maintenance, y'all. All right. Ignacio, I know you, bro. You know this. When you go to work hungover, guys, and it's the middle of summer here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, at its hottest, we're looking at what this year, we got over 110 degrees this year. So you show up to that hungover as shit. No. I'm calling in. I've been through that. So that's what I'm asking y'all. Do you have stories or just what your opinion? What's worse, man? What's the worst? Even if you throw something else that it ain't work day or something like that. I want you guys to tell me, what do you think? All right, here we go. You guys are already kind of jumping on. Let's do this, man. JP says, takes me 3 to 5 business days to recover. Right? That's me. Like, that's me, bro. Like, back in the day, like, I remember when I was like in my early 20s, right? And I was shout out to my brother Adolfo. Much love to you. Love you, bro. Uh, man, such memories, man, such memories. But I remember, man, being 21 years old, and we would be playing like 2 or 3 gigs in one weekend sometimes, guys. Like there were times that we had 2 gigs in one day. So we were driving around a lot, Alamogordo, Las Cruces, all this stuff, Texas, um, Sierra Blanca. And I just remember, y'all, I was young. You're young, you're full of vigor. You're like, yeah, let's go again. I'd be up all night drinking, go home, sleep for like a couple hours. All right. Maybe 3 or 4 hours. I get up, take a shower, go to McDonald's, have a quarter pounder. That was my go-to, still is. And I was ready to roll, and I was ready to do it again that night. You guys know what I'm talking about because we've all been there. When you feel invincible as a drinker, you know, I mean, and I'm talking about, guys, we would be doing a gig on Friday, and I would have a beer at all times, okay? And I also would have a couple, maybe about three tequila sunrises during the course of the gig, usually about a 4 to 5 hour gig. And then I would take about maybe 3 or 4 shots of 1800 at the time. That was my potion of choice back then, was Cuervo 1800. And I mean, we'd be up, we'd go out, party after the gig, we'd tear down, we'd be out of there by like 2:30, go to somebody's house from the band, we're drinking, go home, sleep it off for about 3 hours, get up, get ready to do it all again. And it was like nothing. Now, hell no. Hell no. I don't even have to get like hard drinking drunk. I haven't gotten like that in a long time. I just get like a buzz, and the next day I'm kind of slow a little bit. I'm like, damn, I can't do it like that, y'all. I can't do it no more. Miss B number 2. You're B2. Yeah, B, your girl B, Beatrice. They're both B, y'all, and they're best friends. And it's freaking badass, and they're Cowboys fans. Much love to you, B. Thank you for chiming in tonight. Happy Halloween. Hope yours is going good and safe. So, yeah, man, but I can't do it like that no more, guys. I still wish. Yeah, you got to. You got to, especially if you're hungover at work. Let's say you go to work, right? What are you doing all day when you're at work? When you're hungover, I'm gonna tell you why it sucks so bad. Besides how you're feeling physically, to work on a hangover. All right. First of all, you get up, you take a shower, and the shower actually helps for a little bit until you get to work, and then it's kind of like, damn, you come back down again. Shower helps for a little bit, but it helps you drive to that motherfucker. That's about it. So, all right. You got, so if you can't wear sunglasses at work, you're at work, you drive there, you get down, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. You walk inside, you're like, damn, all right. In your head, you're having this conversation in your head, like, I'm all right. You're trying to psych yourself out, right? Like you're literally trying to tell yourself, you've probably gone through about freaking 3-4 cups of coffee by this time. I know that's me if I really, really, really need it. And you're trying to strike yourself out. You're talking shit, man. You know it's not legit because you're telling yourself, you know what? I feel all right. Yeah, I'm good. This is why you're walking to the time clock. You're like, no, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, we're going to do this. And you put your shit away and you clock in. And then your mind's like, oh, fuck, this is going to suck. That's the first thing that comes to your head. Today is going to suck. Why? Because first thing, if I'm hungover, y'all don't talk to me yet. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to nobody right now, other than my boys. Like unless it's the real ones I'm cool with. But everybody else, like, don't know. Hi, Gabe. Hi, good morning. Shit. Y'all got too much energy. Tone it down. Tone it down. All right, I'm hungover as shit. So that's what you're going through at that point. All right. So this is kind of the day as it's going on, man. And, eventually you probably get about an hour in. And there she is, the other bee. See, they're the bees. We're going to call y'all the bees, the 2 best friends. Yes. I know we will be talking about San Francisco. Believe that. So as your day is going on at work, about 20 water breaks later, 20 bathroom breaks later, you go to lunch. and you're in your car. And by up to this time, that first half of the day, man, all you've been thinking is, fuck, I should have fucking called in. I should have called in. I don't need this shit. Too tired for this shit. Should have called in. But you didn't. So there you are, 4 hours into your shift, ready to go to lunch, man. You're like, oh, fuck. Thank God. You know, what do? You go take lunch break in your car. Why? So you could sleep. I just little power nap and I'll be all right. Eat something on me, real quick. And you lay in there. And then you have to set your alarms. Otherwise, you're going to oversleep your shit and go back from lunch late. And you don't need that kind of attention with the way you're feeling right now. You know what I mean? So you got to sorry, I'm looking at JP's comment there. So they come at with, yeah, bro, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because we have them at work, bro. You know this. They're like, good morning. Calm down. I'll get there. Okay, just be patient, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what is up, Jersey? My co-host over at the Gridiron. Happy Halloween, my friend. To you and your wife, man. Hope it's a safe one for both of you and y'all chilling. Thank you for jumping in, brother. So, you're about halfway through work. You're on lunch, okay? And you're just, the whole day, all you've been saying is I should have called in. You're like, damn, you tried. So you set your alarm. You set your alarm so that you don't oversleep it. Like I said, you got to go back in. You're hungover. You don't want that kind of negative energy, attention. So you set your alarm, bro, and you're falling asleep, and you're freaking sleeping on your lunch break because you're hungover as shit. You're hungover as shit sleeping on your lunch break. And your alarm goes off, and you're like, madre, chinga. Oh, fuck, okay. Ah, shit, all right, I'm at work. Man, you start rubbing your eyes, and then you've got the problem. You weren't prepared for this part. Unless you're like me and you smoke, then you kind of have eye drops everywhere. But if you're not, then you weren't prepared for this part because now you've woken up from this little hangover power nap and your eyes are bloodshot as shit. Am I lying? No. Bloodshot as shit. So you got to walk in this piece. You put your shades on, you walk into work, man. And you're just like, man, just walk slow. By the time I get back there and then you start talking to people, after I clock back in, my eyes will be all right. No, man. The rest of the day, you're paranoid as hell. Wondering if people smell alcohol on you. Trying to talk to customers. I sound like I've done this before, huh? Yeah. So then, all right. Now, the problem is after lunch, the clock moves slower than you that day. You're moving slow as shit that day. And the clock's like, yeah, I can move slower, fool. And it does. It's like the longest freaking shift of your life until the next time you come in hungover. Because we all do that. Come on. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not going to do this shit again. Really? Come on. Yeah, we all know what's going to happen again when we tell ourselves that. All right. So there is the only plus side you get from all this, guys, by the time your day's over, is that at least, the day ends. That's the best part of it. When it's time to clock out, you're like, I ain't staying a freaking second later than I have to. Clocking out, I'm going to stop and get some food. I'm going to go home and lay down. Watch some shows. That's how it is. That's your work day hungover as shit. All right, but the cool thing is you got your people at work. Because there's some of those. Sometimes you got your hungover with the people at work. Because y'all freaking tore it up the night before together. You know what I mean? So then all y'all are like, damn, one of you probably called in. Yeah, there's always the one that called in. Like if there was a group of y'all that went out to drink, there's always one that called in. Maybe two. So hope y'all weren't Facebooking your shit. That's all I'm saying. Snapchat. But so that's how it works. But you still got your cool co-workers. The ones that even if they weren't with you, they got you. They're like, all right, dog, you know what? I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna pick up the slack for you today. I got it. Don't worry. And those are your boys, man. Those are the ones that got your back at work, man. So that's the messed up day, hungover at work. All right. It does, right? Because we've all been there, bro. Yes, we have. Jersey, yes, you did, bro. Yes, you did. We're going to talk about the Niners here in a little while. Definitely. My brother Ignacio says church hangover is worse. Okay. Yeah, we about to get into that. Let's get into the church hangover. All right, because, man, I have not done this in a long time. Damn. Yeah. Now, okay, so first of all, you want to hope that you're not at a church event. Okay, because if it's outdoors, you're at a bake sale, you're at some park, or on the grounds of the church, and it's like 120 degrees outside and it's hot and there's all kinds of people and you're hungover as shit. That's when you're just constantly drinking water. Where's the water? Where's the water? Where's the water? Don't drink soda. That shit'll mess you up. But when you're at church and you're in there, you go in, you're like, damn. First of all, you pack on the cologne because you're hot, you're sweating when you get up in the morning, you're like shit, and you're brushing your teeth good. I don't want to smell like alcohol, because you're sitting right next to people. And then you got peace be with you later on. If you're Catholic, you know what I'm talking about. So first of all, you put too much damn cologne now, not realizing you're just drawing more attention to your hungover ass in church. People are like, damn, I'm full of all kinds of cologne. So you're like, you're paranoid. You feel like you're being judged when you're hungover in church. You're like, you're being judged, and everybody there knows that while you're in there, sitting in the house of the Lord, you were playing around and the devil's playing around in that before. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Maybe that's why it's so hot when you're in freaking church. You're freaking sweating, man. You're like, damn, it's hot up in here. Damn, it's bad. Go wash yourself off. I think I heard George Lopez say it best one time when he's talking about it. And he's like, you get the holy water. You get the holy water. Nah, don't do that, man. Don't do that. That is some raza stuff, though. What is up, nephew? Hey, man. Yeah. Shout out to your Rangers right now. They're absolutely destroying my D-backs without their best hitter in the lineup, man. Y'all ain't even got your best hitter. So, got to give you guys props, man. But we ain't going nowhere. My boys got heart. This thing is far from over. And now, I don't know about the game, but I mean the series. That's all I'm saying. But, yeah, right? I was merely indulging in the blood of Christ. Kind of. Maybe overindulging just a little bit. So you're in church, man. You're hungover as hell. Like I say, you're hot. You don't know if, am I sweating? Is there alcohol coming out? Are people smelling me? The alcohol? Maybe I should have put more cologne on. I'm saying. But the worst part gets, because usually, for the most part, you just sit down. So that's one of the perks. You don't have to do much, but you have to kind of be civil. And you're in these uncomfortable, hot-ass clothes, right? You're already hot, but you got a long-sleeve shirt on with an overcoat. You're in church. You're like, damn, there's people everywhere. They're hot. Everybody breathing through their mouth. Yeah, I don't know. But so it's uncomfortable as hell. All right. So the worst part is when it does get physical, because then it's like, oh, shoot, well, what are we going to do? First, it's stand up. I'm giving y'all just a perspective from a Catholic church. Okay. You pull the thing down. You kneel down. You do your prayer. You get up. You stand up. You put the thing up. Then you sit back down. Then you stand back up again. Oh, no, take that thing out. We got to kneel back down again. Oh, I'll pray. Oh, well, let me stand up. Oh, let me sit down. And all the time you're doing this. And by this time, y'all, you're 3/4 into the damn mass. And you're sweating, man. You're like, damn, I know I smell like alcohol right now. You're going through this conversation in your head, dog. And you're like, damn, is this thing almost over? You keep checking the time. You get to a certain part of church, if you're Catholic, where when they get to the communion, where you welcome that, though. Like, oh, man, yeah, let me get up and get some bread. You get the pan, body of Christ. You get the wine. You're like, oh. You don't know whether to feel sick or if it feels better. Right? So you go back and sit down, but by this point, and then, the priest talks a little bit, sorry. And then, everybody starts with the peace be with you. And you're all you can think. You're saying peace be with you. But because you're hungover, you're kind of like in automatic mode. All right? Like you're just doing it. But in your head, you're like, oh, thank God this shit is almost over. Thank God. And then you sit back down. You're like, all right, let's come on. Come on, Padre. Come on, Padre. Let's go. So you're going through, and then finally, it's over. Everybody gets up. You're walking out, and you're like, let's walk through the side. I don't want to go. I don't want to see the priest in the front. So you're out to the side, and then you run into the rest of your family, and they're like, oh, you know what? Let's go out to eat. And you're like, damn, I'm hungry, but I don't want to go nowhere. And then that's when it turns into a day of family and church activities, y'all. Yeah. But like I said before, what is it that happens? What do we tell ourselves? I am not going to do this shit again. When I know I got this the next day, I am not doing this shit again. And what do? Yeah, we do it again. Over and over and over. Because that's just what we do, man, when you live our kind of lives, familia. You know what I mean? Hell, man, we need some extra time to just let loose. And that's unfortunately, sometimes we do it and we need it. Sometimes we don't need it. But the night before, something's going on, work, church, some kind of freaking thing that you got planned. Just don't let your kids down. All right. If you've got something going on with your kids the next day and you're hungover as shit, boy, you better suffer that. All right. Don't let the kids pay for your good times. All right. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. My brother Ignacio, you get nudged when you're asleep in church. Imagine you just sitting there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or you get up like dreaming. you ever get to that point where you're like almost falling asleep and you start dreaming, and then somebody wakes you up and you blurt out something from the dream, and it takes you a minute to say what the fuck? Oh, all right. You know, is that just me? I ain't just me, man. Forget y'all. Suck it in. That's right. You suck it in and you do it because you have to, man. Because those are the kids, all right? So don't let them down because of your hangover. Worst case scenario is when you wake up and you're still drunk. Oh, shit, bro. See that? I did that a few times when I worked landscaping. And I would tell my partner, like, you drive, because I was the crew leader. So I would drive. You know, we drive around to these different properties doing, all the weeds and grass and all that stuff. And I'd be like, no, here, you drive, bro. And the only reason I would do that is because I wasn't working like with a boss or somebody. But like where I work now, If I were to still be drunk in the morning, I ain't going in. I'm calling in. I'm calling in. Nah, I can't do that. But I have done that. Not here, not since I worked here, but in my past, I've gone to work drunk, and it is not that. I mean, it's probably a little easier to get through. You're more tired, though. You're constantly, and in that case, they actually do smell the alcohol, but you're still buzzed out, so you don't really give a shit. So that's a little bit of a different challenge, bro. All right, JP, that's a little bit of a different challenge, man. But I just thought, hell, maybe y'all would relate to this stuff because I found it funny when I started thinking about it on. I said, I got to share this with all my Gridiron Nation familia, man. Have a little fun conversation about it, man. So much respect to all of you. Update. Where are we? Oh, boy. We're still getting our asses whooped. I don't know. D-backs are going to have to hope to bounce back tomorrow. They are down 10-1 in the top of the sixth, man. I am not liking where this is headed, y'all. All right, so it's time to switch it up, though. All right, we had fun. It was fun talking about being hungover. It's not fun being hungover, but it's fun to talk about it, laugh about it after you survived it. It is sometimes, unless it was a really, really shitty night the night before, like some crazy shit went down. And you're like, don't even talk to me about the hangover the next day because that whole memory is just messed up for me. But other than that, it's usually funny to talk about it after you've lived through it. All right, so let's move on, baby. Where we at? I got to talk about these NFL trades, guys. Some big ones. There were some big trades, but not like major big. Like not Derrick Henry big, not Devontae Adams big. You know what I mean? Not Patrick Surtain the third big. Nothing like that. But there was still some pretty significant trades. Let's start it off with Philly, with the hated rival Philly. Off though, as a Cowboy, about to talk about our window, our 2 3 year win now. We're in the middle of that, so we got to be all in this year. So what do? You go and make some trades before the trade deadline because it's the league giving you an opportunity to better yourself and prepare yourself before the playoff push. So when you're a contender, use it loosely, all right? When you're a contender, you have to be willing to make those moves. If you're in a win now mode, you feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? So that's why it pissed me off about the Cowboys. But Philly always does this. Philly always they do this. They make moves before the trade deadline, and they did again. They traded safety Terrell Edmonds, and he goes to Tennessee. Okay, and actually, they also traded 2 picks, so they did give up a lot, of 5th and the 6th round for safety Kevin Byard. And I tell you guys, last year I believed he was one of the better safeties in the league. I said that in that episode before last season. After the season went on and up to now, we can see that he didn't have quite the year I expected last year. He was still solid, but you can see now he's on that down part of his career past his prime. But he's still better than what they had there. So as much as I hate the damn Eagles, I got to applaud them for that move because he's not all pro anymore, but he's still pretty good right now. So good move for y'all. I'll give y'all that. Who else? I mean, significant trades. Oh, the Giants trading defensive end Leonard Williams. JP, what do you say about this trade, bro? Like, this one threw me off, dog. It really did. I'd like to hear from a Giants fan. JP, what do you think? What do you think of the trade for Leonard Williams, man? If I'm looking at it, you straight now, he went to Seattle, and this is an area where Seattle, their pass rush is ranked number 12 in the league right now. So they're trying to get within that top 10 to help solidify that defense. Seattle is finding themselves in a position where they could arguably be the best team in that division. But this makes them better with that pass rush. Defense already been solid this year. This makes them better. So great move for Seattle. But I don't know. I don't know what Giants fans are thinking about the whole the old Leonard Williams move, man. Just kind of I was actually surprised because I didn't heard. I don't follow the Giants fan pages. I try to follow some of the main pages, like the page of each team through my podcast social medias, at Gridiron Nation 1 on Facebook, at the number 1 Gridiron Nation on Twitter. Look me up on YouTube. Follow me, subscribe. But all those social media pages I keep up with them. So not the fan pages though, other than the Cowboys ones. So I don't really know. Okay, this is what I was saying. I don't know if he had been like rumored to be traded. I hadn't heard nothing from the main vine. You know what I mean? But okay, so he was expected to be traded before the deadline. Okay, well, y'all got yourselves a couple of picks out of it. So we'll see how that works out. See, the thing is, y'all, when you get multiple picks, people always think, oh, cool, they can draft another player. But, I mean, teams end up using a lot of these extra picks that they get when they dump off a player. They use those to trade up in other drafts or to trade for other players. So draft picks, when you get them like this in multiples, it's much more than just an ability to draft another player. It's currency at some point. So if you see another opportunity to trade up in the draft or trade for another player. So just something to think about, man. But that I guess that was a good move for both sides if Leonard Williams was expected to be moved. Washington, though, 2 big players they dumped off today. The first and the better of the two, in my opinion, defensive end Montez Sweat goes to the Bears for a 2024 second-round pick. That is a very, very high pick. I was surprised that he went for something higher than a 3rd-round pick. I mean, Montez Sweat, he's one of the great pass rushers in the league. Elite, I don't know. But great, yeah. Maybe he's on the cusp of elite. I don't know. Damn. I need to turn this game off. It's depressing. But either way, it's a good move for the Bears. I mean, you give up a second round pick. I guess I'll put it the way I looked at it if when I was talking about hypothetically trading for Patrick Surtain for a first round pick. If you trade a second round pick, and let's say you drafted Montez Sweat in the second round, you're drafting him that high because you're hoping that he can become the player he is now. Maybe a little better, but he's in his prime right now. So they're looking to solidify that pass rush. That defensive line has had its issues in Chicago. So this addresses that. And Washington just all of a sudden went on a mini fire sale because they decided to trade defensive end Chase Young to the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. Now, third round pick. I'm looking at two, possibly if I read it wrong earlier, it might be 2 third-round picks, one being compensatory. Or that could be the one that was moved. But either way, there's a third round pick in there somewhere. And I'm assuming San Francisco is picking up the remainder of his pay for this year. Now, he was looking at a base pay of about $5 million through the payout, but the cap hit that he brought this in this year was $11 million. So I'm kind of wondering how much of that they're picking up off the tab. If it's half of that, it's kind of significant, but I guess it was a good move for the Niners. I mean, I don't know. Like since he got hurt, right? He's dealt with his injuries. He had that freaking stellar defensive rookie of the year campaign, and then just kind of fell off, man, because he got hurt. Haven't been able to stay on the field, and when he has been on the field, he hasn't been not near what he was his rookie year. So San Francisco right now is hoping that with the remainder of this season, he can bring out some of that. They can bring out some of that. I don't know if they will. Because if they don't see it on the field, it's very likely they won't offer him a contract extension or a new contract because this is his last year. He's done after this year on this current contract. So if they lose him, then they really don't. They're like, okay, it didn't work out, and we're good. They still got some extra compensatory picks that they're dealing with, so it's not too big of a hit for them. But if they hit on him and they get him to play back at that level or even anywhere near it, that helps, man. I'm just wondering, like, y'all defense is already supposed to be good. Even your pass rush, elite. But y'all are adding players where you don't need them. I mean, obviously, you need some help on receiver or whatever, man, because y'all ain't got no depth up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing at running back if McCaffrey gets hurt. Because I know Elijah's there, but damn, y'all know Elijah, you breathe on the dude and he gets injured. So the Niners were on a 3-game skid. I'm really surprised that this was a move they made. I really am. After bringing in Randy Gregory, you know what I mean? And I don't know, y'all. Make it make sense, Niners fans. I'm not saying it was a bad move. That's not what I'm saying. It was a good move. It was just one that you're like, damn, we could have actually used that pick for maybe a receiver. How you saw Donovan Peoples-Jones got traded to the Lions. This one, y'all, I don't know. This losing the Giants to the Giants this season will definitely have a team blowing up and rebuilding. You got a point there. You do, bro. Because y'all are struggling too, man. I'm sorry to say that, my friend, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is, man. So, oh, Angel, I appreciate the reminder, brother. Yeah, before this thing gets hot. A little bit of a refill, intermission, whatever you want to call it. I got about, I don't know, 20 minutes left on this show, y'all, because I got to get inside and go have something to eat with my family here in a while, all right? But anyway, so just some big trades. Man, let's get right through them. I start talking about, Josh Dobbs, y'all, to the Vikings for a 6th-round pick. This Vikings, y'all got hosed. I mean, no, I'm sorry, not the Vikings, Arizona. What the hell y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Trade Murray. Tank the rest of the damn season. Maybe you can get Caleb Williams. I don't understand. I don't understand what the hell Arizona's doing. I talked about it a couple weeks ago, guys, when I said, is the Kyler Murray era done? I guess not, apparently. I mean, I understand Arizona isn't winning ball games. Their defense, though, has been suspect. Josh Dobbs has played his ass off for you guys. And now, yeah, thank you. Take your ass up to the cold. We're in the desert. Take your ass up to the cold. It's horrible, man. Horrible. So, yeah. Anyways, a good move for Minnesota, though. Well, Kirk Cousins going down for the season, man. I hate that. Breaks my heart a little bit. I've been rooting for the dude. I've always thought Kirk Cousins was overhated on, man. Like people didn't appreciate him enough. You know what I mean? And I especially even more so after I watched the documentary Quarterback that I was telling you guys about on Netflix. If you haven't watched it yet, go back and watch it, guys. Follows 3 quarterbacks, puts you into their life, and you get to see a whole new side of them. And a lot of people, man, that watch that show got a whole new respect for Kirk Cousins, man, after watching that. And to see him get hurt for the year after the way he was balling out, man. Remember when Justin Jefferson went down? All of us, media, experts, non-experts, us, the casual, hardcore fan, because that's what this show was made for. I know I didn't say that earlier, but I did now. But when we were all saying it, when Justin Jefferson went down, we're like, damn, they're done. This team is done. Then he goes and pulls off a 2-game win streak, one of them being against the 49ers. Started getting Addison involved, man. It sucks. It sucks for Kirk Cousins, man. We'll see where he goes from here. He's going to get paid somewhere, though. You watch. He's going to get paid somewhere. Unless the Vikings may decide to keep him because Coach O'Connell loves him, and he loves being there. The team loves him. So I don't know how the fans feel. I know some Vikings fans can't stand him. Some support him. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think it was the Dobbs move was a much needed move for them. Hopefully they're trying to roll and see if they could stay in the hunt for the division. So that's what they're trying to do. That's why they made this move. So those were kind of the big ones. I did mention Donovan Peoples-Jones to the Lions. I just don't know how the Lions are going to use that dude. I mean, you've got Williams there who's finally able to play. Y'all still ain't using him, right? So I don't know. Maybe they're just doing it for depth, but Donovan Peoples-Jones to me is a legit number 2 with the right system and quarterback. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. Maybe they put him as the wide receiver 2 on the other side of oh, damn it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Wide receiver 1 for the Lions. Damn it. What am I sipping on? What am I second? Ultra. Going with Ultra. Just chilling tonight, bro. That's it. It's going to be my second beer, and that's going to be it for the night, man. It's going to be it for the night. Good shit, Dobbs. Now get your ass to the bench. That's exactly what that's saying, man. And I mean, I guess the Vikings are doing him a solid. I mean, not the Vikings. The Cardinals are doing him a solid by saying we're just going to send you somewhere that's going to make you a starter right away for the rest of the season. So he's going to get an audition. Okay. Not just to the Vikings, but to the rest of the league right here. This back half of the season for Joshua Dobbs is it's an audition tape, basically. And I got to be honest, guys, he's got more weapons here than he did in Arizona. Again, granted, there's Ertz there, who's sometimes playing, sometimes not. You had Hollywood Brown, who's having who is having a solid season. Yes, it's only 2 beers. I ain't drank that much yet. But so, and then they got James Conner. Okay, but he hasn't come back. He have the IR yet. I think he was on IR. So, but he goes with Madison. Okay, but Cam Akers is picking it up in that run game. You know what I mean? You got TJ Hawkinson there. You got Jordan Addison there. You got KJ Osborne. So he's got weapons there, y'all. But we'll see. That offensive line is going to have to hold up and protect him. But best of luck to Joshua Dobbs. So let's move on, y'all, because we got to get rolling. Let's do this. You're talking about Dobbs? I'm assuming you're talking about Dobbs. Yeah. Thank you, JP. Thank you. Wide receiver 1, Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown. How can I forget that? I have him in 2 fantasy leagues. He's been killing it for me when he's in there. Just saying. Oh, damn. You mixing, huh? Yeah, that ain't me tonight, brother. I got to work tomorrow. All right. So my brother says Dobbs is Arizona's loss. I agree. I fully agree. I think he is Arizona's loss. And they better hope that Kyler Murray stays healthy because I don't know where they're at. Or they're trying to tank. I mean, they're trying to tank without trying to tank. Or should I say they're trying to tank without actually tanking, making it obvious. You feel me? That's what it seems like Arizona's doing. But I don't know. Like I said a few weeks back on the Kyler Murray segment, I don't even know if this team knows what they want to do after this season. And as if you're a fan of the Cardinals, I'm sorry, because that means your team does not have a plan. And they should have a plan because it's an all-new coaching staff in Arizona. So maybe this tells me that Kyler Murray's their man, but I'm not sold on that. I'm not sold on their new staff thinking that we're going ahead planning our team for the next 3 seasons because that's the window for me. You got 3 seasons to turn things around. So I don't know if Arizona knows what they're doing, but I don't think they do. I really don't. So it's time to move on, y'all. Let's get into it. It's time to talk about some of the games that we just had. We're going to get right into the Week 8 recap of the NFL. And what a week it was. What a week it was. Sorry, I got to fix some spelling here. Okay. Yeah. What a week it was, guys. Started off on Thursday Night Football. We talked about the Bills and the Bucs. This kind of went down the way I expected it to. I didn't expect for the Bucs to come so close there at the end, man. That Hail Mary by Baker, man. He gunned that thing. And if Godwin just turns around like just a half second earlier, he makes that catch because no one else was around the ball. And they win this game. But they didn't, man. At one point, the Bills were up, I believe, by 14 when it was like 24-10. And I was like, all right, this is going exactly how I expected. I expected the Bills to win this game. And they did. And they did. That's the way it's supposed to be. So they didn't get caught by that whole upset bug this past week that some of your teams had. Bobo, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know. 3 weeks ago, I get it, bro. You were flying high, brother, and as you should have been. The way y'all beat us down, beat my boys down. Like, yeah, that's it. That's the game we've been waiting for. That was the problem, because that's the team your game. That's the game. The game your team was waiting for, and now it's over. And they're like, okay, we're moving on to next season, apparently, because the 49ers forgot how to play defense, and Brock Purdy, without that defense, is proving me right about him. He's proving me right. I've told you guys this before, so don't get mad at me, Niners fans. He's not a bad quarterback. He impressed me, especially against the game against us. But as is most of his short career with the Niners, every time he's had performance, it's also been a very good performance by the defense. Okay, now the Cleveland game, the defense actually played pretty well. But unfortunately, Cleveland's defense played better. All right, you move on. The Minnesota game, though, that's when y'all started losing your way. Niners started losing their way defensively. And then we started seeing it even worse. That without that defense, Brock Purdy has a lot of trouble. I told you guys, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, where I talked about it, guys, where, damn, I wish I would have wrote down the stat, but it was Shanahan's record. He has no wins when they're like losing by 8 points going into a fourth quarter. 8 points or more. Or something like that. But it was a horrible stat against him because it was showing that under his system, offensively, they are not made to come back from big deficits. So if the Niners get down big, don't expect them to come back because more often than not, it may happen. I get it. But more often than not, statistics show, the record shows that it's not going to happen. And when you have a game managing quarterback, they're not built for comebacks like that on a regular basis. So the game manager needs the defense, guys. He needs the defense just to keep it close, keep it dirty a little bit. He'll make some plays on third down here and there. You know what I mean? Maybe use his legs, have the run game, help him out. and he manages the game, keeps it close. But the defense has to help him. The defense is what leads a team like that. And that defense, Kirk Cousins, just, what do I do? That was Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was like Justin Jefferson. Who needs a we don't need Justin Jefferson to beat y'all. Kirk Cousins was like, look what I'm going to do. Yeah. So then, y'all come into week 8. And I actually believed in you guys, man. I said, I told Jersey. Jersey was like, nah, Niners are losing again. Don't even matter if Purdy plays. I was like, you know what? This Niners team had the most, at the time, the longest streak at home. Okay, I got to check them out. I know Dallas just got 11 this past week. They're second. But I was like, I feel this defense, when they're at home, they're a different team. The defense is going to step up. They're going to step up. And the defense did not step up because they gave up 31 points to Joe Burrow. I get it. That's the Bengals. That offense is legit, but that defense is not that great. So if Brock Purdy was anything more than a game manager, he would have been able to keep pace with this. He would have been able to handle a shootout. I know Debo's not there. Y'all still got Ayuk. You still got Jennings. Come on. You still got Kittle. You still got McCaffrey. And I know, don't tell me nothing about no Trent Williams because y'all still be doing a pretty good job of blocking right now. So what's the problem, Niners fans? I don't know. That Cowboys game, you know what the problem is? I joked about it before, but I believe now that it really was your Super Bowl. Because the way a lot of you fans were acting, the way the team was acting, you had freaking Kittle ready with that shirt. Damn, it's a bitch how karma can just come back and smack you, isn't it? George Kittle. It's beautiful, though. It's beautiful when you're on the other side. I know you know what, though? I'm going to ask you something, bro. I'm going to ask all of you right now. Okay? I'm going to ask you all. What would you rather, if I had told you, Cowboys fans, okay, if I said, look, y'all, this is what's going to happen, because I've seen what's going to happen. Just hypothetical, all right? Just roll with me. Come on, stay with me. I said, where was I? Sorry, I'm looking for this game right here. There it is. If I were to tell you guys that I knew what was going to happen, and I said, look, we got a choice. Either we're going to lose to the Niners, but afterwards, we're going to roll off a couple games in a row. We're going to be, with the Niners will be a second game of a, let's say, 3 out of 4 game stretch. I say we'll be 5-2 after the Niner game, after our bye, the week after the Rams, will be 5-2. If I told y'all, but we got to lose to the Niners, or I said, or the other choice would be you beat the Niners, but then we're going to turn around and lose 3 in a row and go 1-3 in that stretch. But it's being the Niners worth it. What would y'all say, Cowboys fans? If it's me, I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Let's take that loss to the Niners if this is how it's going to happen. And we'll take the wins afterward and go to 5-2. Because 5-2, Niners fans, a hell of a lot better right now than 4-3. I'm just saying, baby. I had to talk my shit. I can talk my shit. You know why? Because you guys were right here with me. You heard me that week after on the Spotify or wherever you listen to your, audio podcast. You can find me everywhere. By the way, Gridiron Nation podcast. But you guys heard me. I ate my crow. I gave them their props that were due. And I talked about how bad our team was, how bad we were dominated. No excuses. Which means now, from this side, after looking what we've done after that game as compared to what they've done, oh, you damn right I got a right to talk a little bit of shit. All right, because I ate my crow, man. I've eaten my humble pie. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying, bro, right? You understand? I got to take the chances while I can. Because Dallas got a big game coming up. But, we'll talk about that in a bit. Jersey says I'd take the loss in a 3-game win streak heading into Philly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying right there. I actually had a Niners fan. I don't believe she's an actual fan. She's not even probably she doesn't even probably qualify as a casual, but it's probably just because of somebody or man or whatever. But she's like, you know what? No, hell no. I don't care if we lose the rest. Because I was telling her, man, you guys are freaking trash right now. And she's like, I don't care. We beat the Cowboys. We could lose the rest of them. And I told her, like, are you being serious right now? Like, honestly, I told her, hold on, straight up, serious. No playing around. Would you prefer a winning season and losing to the Cowboys? Or would you prefer beating the Cowboys that year and just start losing games? She goes, I'll take all the losses. I don't care how long we beat the Cowboys. I told her, you see, that's why we're America's team. So because my team has you so wrapped that you would rather, focus your attention on what you did against us than your team as a whole through the season. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're a Cowboys follower. That's what you are. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but it's possible, bro. It's very possible, man. But we gotta get by Philly this week, man. Straight up, straight up. Let's talk about that Cowboys-Rams game real quick, guys. That was a hell of a game. Hell of a game on all fronts for the Cowboys. I was very happy. I told you guys last week I wasn't gonna get to watch the games. So we went to Albuquerque. We took my daughter to do some stuff going on up there. And then we came back and I stayed off my phone all day. So if you texted me, I didn't look at my texts except if it was from my mom. That's it. I didn't answer any calls. I turned off all notifications from my fantasy football, for everything. I wasn't on social media because when I don't get to watch the Cowboys game live, I'm still going to watch it and I'm going to enjoy it with the same emotion that I have if I'm watching it live. So I don't want to know what's going on. So by the time I got home, guys, I didn't know. I was oblivious to anything that had gone on. All the upsets, Kansas City losing to Denver. What is up with that? Was it just Mahomes not feeling good? I don't know. But you hurt the team, dog, if that was it. That's all I'm saying. But we got back and I just went right to my game. I didn't even text JP back for a while or my brother because I was like, I don't want something in their text to say anything about my game. Nothing. So after about 3/4 in, man, I was like, oh, hell yeah, we got this. Yeah, we got this. Shit, by halftime we did, but I wasn't ready to count on my, everything then. My eggs yet. Sorry, I'm going to turn this down a bit. But, so that Cowboys game, though, I mean, Dak Prescott, y'all say what you want, but this Rams pass defense was ranked in the top 5 going into this game. I think I saw that. Yeah, there was a stat here. Dak Prescott was the first quarterback this season to throw for over 300 yards against this team. 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. Oh, man, that one where he scrambled out and just jumped off one leg and hit it, to CeeDee Lamb wide open in the end zone. CeeDee Lamb himself. What a day for my dude, CeeDee Lamb. Working his way up in that conversation, y'all, of the elite receivers. I told you guys. The only issue there has been the volume because of the play calling. But I also told you guys I was hoping for the bye. All right, Mike McCarthy, this is the bye week. I said this last week. I said, this is where you look at everything on the offense and you open up that playbook. You start working on new plays. Some of those longer passes that are going to open up the offense, and you can see it from the jump, y'all. The very first drive, I got a little worried after the 2 first sacks, and then they had that penalty. The offense got it together. Offensive line got it together on that drive, and Dak Prescott drove them down, and they were able to get in the red zone, get in and score. And I just, from the opening, it looked like, okay, the run game was going to take a back seat, and it did. You could see it. You could see Dallas said, well, you know what? We're going to go into this game just firing the ball. You got the weapons, man. I told you about Brandon Cooks. Finally had his touchdown, had a couple of key plays in the game. And they finally started doing it, man. The first drive, 4 passes on that drive were for over 15 yards. Dak Prescott was lights out. The one interception he had, we saw it got tipped twice. It was trying to thread the needle, so Lyman just happened to get a hand up there. So I don't really pin that completely on him. It was in the red zone, tight traffic, but hell, 25 of 31 for 304 yards, y'all, almost 10 yards per pass. It was good. He was sacked 3 times, though. Now, 2 of those were in the first half, and then Aaron Donald had one also later in the first half. So Tony Pollard, though, 12 carries for 53 yards. It was still over 4 yards a carry. So it wasn't that it was a bad game for him. He just didn't have the volume, I guess. He didn't get the workload. He did have a chance at a touchdown, man. They threw a little screen pass to him. If y'all remember, it hits him right in the face mask, pops up, and he's got to wait there for it. And I'm watching the replay on that play develop, and I'm like, if he catches that and just turns and runs, that's 6. He's gone. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. But Cooks looked good. Had touchdown, man. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns. And Jake Ferguson, that pass, man, and that pass and that catch. See, that catch that Jake Ferguson had on that touchdown, back of the end zone, man, he's just reaching for it. He's dropped a couple of those this year. But you can tell they've been working on that shit. You can tell. I appreciate that to the offense, man. Finally, we saw what we wanted out of this offense. And I think the Rams came in thinking they were going to see what we've been before the bye. Didn't happen. Mike McCarthy smartly made the adjustments. Now let's see how we roll into Philly next week, y'all. Because next week's game, this is going to be the NFL's game of the week. And there's a couple good ones on the bill, but this is the one, and this is Fox Sports. This is their game of the week. Damn, y'all. I really needed to see what I saw against the Rams if I was going into this game confident. Now, I'm not saying Dallas is going to win this by blowout. It's possible. That's all I'm saying. The way our defense played the other day, man. Oh, shit. I mean, come on. Micah Parsons got his sack. Yeah. Deron Bland, that's 3 pick sixes on the year. The dude is a ball hawk, and he's going to get better with his coverage, too. He's getting there. So, this defense, they're just balling, man. Marquise Bell, you kidding me? Oh, it sucks that it took Van Der Esch, getting hurt, who was playing very well for us, just to see what we've gotten Bell. But damn, he's filling in nicely. So you never know what'll happen. I don't think it'll be a blowout. But I don't care. Y'all call me biased. I do think what I saw from the Rams was enough to convince me that Dallas has a legit shot to go on the road at Philadelphia, who leads the league right now at 7-1, and hand them their second loss. I got the Cowboys winning this game, baby. I know what y'all are saying. I ain't surprised, fool. I know you're a Cowboys fan. I know y'all ain't surprised, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. You guys know I'm real with it. You guys know that. If I saw a struggling Cowboys team, even if they had won, but a struggling Cowboys offense against the Rams, our defense has played better than we expected this year, by the way. Like I said, they were top 5 in pass defense going into this, and Dak just tore them up. But what I saw from them, if I had seen the opposite, where they struggled, maybe it was like a 13-10 game, I might not be sitting here telling you, you know what, we're going to drop this one. I might be telling you we're going to drop this one to Philly and win at home. But I'm not saying that. I think Dallas, what I saw the other day, now Philly don't know what the hell we're going to do. Y'all don't know what we're going to do. You can't just go into the same mindset that the Rams brought in. I don't care if you got better personnel on defense. There's no Aaron Donald. Y'all got pass rushers, but there ain't no Aaron Donald. I'm just saying. So I expect Philly defense to give us a challenge, but I think Dak's already shown what he can do to this defense, man. And y'all were more stacked last year. So we'll see. But I do think that I think on offense for Philly, yes, we do, girl. We do. I'm with you, B. I'm with you. Before I get to what I think of Philly, let's get into y'all's comments. Jersey, the King, says, I think the Cowboys pull out an upset victory this week. I think we learned our lesson with the 49ers. I agree. I was thinking about that all day today. I really feel we go into this game focused and ready to dominate. Plus, Jalen Hurts got a knee injury that's going to be bothering him the last 2 games. Yes, y'all. That's the thing, man. That's something that's not being talked about. Is that Jalen Hurts played in a lot of pain this past week because 2 weeks ago, a little over a week ago, against Miami, he hurt that knee. He played through that injury last week. People aren't talking about it. Media's not talking about it. You might hear about it later in the week. We'll see. It depends what if there's going to be. The big thing is, will there be an injury designation on him at some point this week? Because the knee it's big because of his mobility. See, my big issue with the Eagles, if he's healthy, is, and I watched this, I've seen this with Eagles plays all year. They give up some pressure on the outsides, but what he does, man, is he steps up. All right. And because of the year that AJ Brown is having, he's seen a double team. So there's always open field in front of Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching it, man. I was looking at the all 22 the other day. And every time that pocket collapses from each side, he steps up into the pocket and there's nobody there and the dude takes off. It'd be like a 3rd and like 22. Okay, that's over exaggerating. But we're talking they could be on 3rd and long and he runs for him, man. He does it when he has to. He may not be running as much as he was last year, but he's running at the times when he needs to be. So we have to watch that. Okay, we know Dallas is going to bring pressure from the outside. We know the season that Tank and Micah Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys lead the league in pressures. And a lot of that comes through the outside, through the defensive ends. So we are going to really have to make sure that we know when to keep the linebackers up. Because Jalen Hurts will take off on us. Now, if there is a knee issue that's persisting, that could slow him down. We'll see. But they still got weapons, man. Swift is having a decent year so far. But A.J. Brown is the guy that really scares me. He does, because that guy is having a ridiculous season right now, guys. Like, I will not hate. I will not hate because he's having a year. And I'm seeing him do it against double teams. I saw him do it against triple team a couple weeks ago. The guy's making crazy catches. It's like there's some plays where it gets to that point where Jalen Hurts AJ's out there somewhere and just guns it down there. And AJ, that trust that he has in him, he makes the play. So he's the one that worries me. I got to wonder how Dallas is going to play him. I would prefer that they used Gilmore. I don't know if he's going to travel. When that means when the receiver moves and the cornerback moves to him, the majority of cornerbacks, even the elite ones, do not do that. Some of them do. But I would rather, if I'm Dallas, I want Gilmore on him. And I might give Gilmore help. I might give Gilmore some safety help at times. And I would trust Deron Bland because he's got speed to be able to hold it down with Devontae Smith. So if I have that option as the Cowboys, we'll see. But I mean, if they may get stuck at times with the smaller Deron Bland on AJ Brown, and that could be bad. That could be bad. But we'll see, man. We'll see, because I think he has to be the focus this week. Jalen Hurts secondary. AJ Brown has to be the focus, because we cannot afford to let this man get the big chunk plays that he gets, the highlight plays that he gets, because then he starts stretching our defense, man, and our defense likes to just freaking suffocate you, because we build off of the momentum. We get one good play, and then it spirals into another one, and then before you know it, our defense is rolling. Unfortunately, that also has happened. That happened to us in the Niner game, but in the opposite effect, where one bad thing went wrong, then another, then everything opened up. We don't need that. And like Jersey said earlier, I think we learned from that. I think they learned not to listen to the hype, not to let the hype get in those ears. You know what I mean? I think they did that against the Niners. I don't think they will this time. It's a familiar foe. So sitting down AJ Brown makes Swift have to be the go-to guy. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Gilmore should be okay, but that's if he's on him. I mean, don't be surprised if they start putting AJ Brown in motion and put him in the slot. They could do that, man. And I don't like. I love Jordan Lewis and our safeties, but man, I mean, I'm just seeing AJ Brown do it to good freaking defenders, man. So he has to be priority number one. He is public enemy number one for the Cowboys defense this week. That's the way I see it. Cannot let this man go off, or else we're gonna have a big problem. Okay, defense. Let's focus. All right. So while we're talking about this game, we might as well just go right into it. Let me find the little freaking ticker there. Week 9 preview and picks. Like I said, I do pick my beloved Dallas Cowboys to do their thing this week and solidify themselves forget the talk, and just say, look, we just showed y'all who the best in the division is, in the NFC is. Could be the NFL. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how we look, but 11-1, Texas. But okay, so let's move on, y'all. Now, what else we got? Oh, I did tell you this week. So the Cowboys are one of them. Don't forget, this is a big one right here. But this will be they're playing in Germany, so it's going to be 7:30 a.m. here in Mountain Time, y'all. This game, if you want to be up early on Sunday, I love these games. I love the games overseas. You know why? Because it's not just a triple header of football, it's a fucking quadruple header. You got literally football all day from when you wake up, 7:30. All right, that game's over. You wait about 30 minutes, the 11 o'clock games start here in Mountain Time, our time. And then after those, it's 2 o'clock. Those games start 2:30. Then you kind of wait. You get about a 45-minute break. And then you get Sunday Night Football. So this is a big one. KC, let's see how they respond. Oh, I don't know. This is big, man. Shit. I don't care about the whole Dolphins at Chiefs because we all know this game is not an Arrowhead. All right? That's going to be the difference. I got the Dolphins winning this game, y'all. I think the Dolphins, I don't know what went wrong with the Philly game, but I think they know they can't let the refs kind of dictate this game the way they did that game. Can't let them hang around. Oh, man, I really think the Dolphins are going to try to put up a lot of points early. I could see a lot of deep shots. I got the Dolphins winning this game. I don't want to say by blowout, but I'm not even going to give a score. I'll say maybe single digits, but I see the Dolphins winning this Chiefs game. Well, I just don't know, man. I got to see how Mahomes looks, but they're not an Arrowhead. I know they're good on the road, too. I get that, but this is a different type of road. You know what I'm saying? Weird things been happening when teams play over there. Okay? Like the Bills losing to Jacksonville, all that stuff. So, yeah. He is. He is. I'm okay with saying that. I'm okay with saying that A.J. Brown is the best receiver in the East. CeeDee Lamb is now, can he start getting the volume? When he gets the volume, he's showing that he's up there too. So we'll see. We'll see. But right now, it is AJ, but CD is right behind him, man. Again, we're going to need a little help, to be honest. AJ Brown, yeah, that I agree, bro. I agree. I think that AJ, like I said, he's been doing it against top defenders. Makes him look bad. Double teams, doesn't matter. So I like Gilmore to do it. I want the veteran on him. But hell, man, we'll give him some safety help. He's going to need some safety help, unless we go with 4 DBs sets at times. But, man, we're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be a war. It's definitely going to be a war. But I was talking about that Chiefs game. Now, like I said, I got the Dolphins winning this game. I do think they will try to open it up early. I got to see how Mahomes looks. They looked bad, man, the other day. I know Mahomes wasn't feeling good, but at some point you got to be like, look, I'm hurting the team. All right, just bring in somebody else. He didn't do that. So I don't want to hear that as the excuse. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, we got Sunday Night Football, y'all. Bills at the Bengals. This is another one that is going to be a good one, and it's a rematch of last year's game when the Bengals just completely shit the bed in the playoffs. You know, remember they made the big hype, man. Hamlin's here. They're going to be playing on emotion. I was even like, oh, they're going to be playing on emotion. Man, the Bills are rolling. Let's go. Y'all going to beat the Bengals. And they proceeded to get their asses kicked by the Bengals in the playoffs. So I need to see something, Buffalo. But y'all are on the road. And Buffalo, y'all ain't looking too good. You ain't been looking impressive. I know you beat the Lions, but I mean, not the Lions, the Bucks. But come on, I told y'all the Bucks were playing well, but they weren't as good as the record was showing a couple weeks ago, and it's showing. That's all right though. They're still playing well, but still, I think the Bills are going to lose this game. I got the Bengals winning this game. Dare I say the Bengals roll them out? Nah. I'm going to say 10 points. Bengals, I think that their receivers are going to be too much now that Joe Burrow is proving to be fully healthy. It's a whole different offense there. And if they start getting that pass game completely going, this is a game that Mixon could step up. So we'll see. But I like the Bengals to win this game. All right. So that's the games I got for you guys this week, man. Again, be on the lookout, okay? Because I will be posting up my picks on Saturday night. I got some things going on Saturday, but I'll let y'all know about it if you need to know about it. I just found out today, so but either way, I'll post up the graphic. I'll probably make it before then, and then we'll just do it like that, man. I'll give you guys my picks. You can continue to comment yours, and we'll just compare them, because I know last week I got to give my brother Ignacio props. He did say that the Rams were going to get blown out by the Cowboys, and I wasn't ready to go there yet. I didn't know what I was going to see yet. I don't know if I trusted McCarthy yet, but he got my trust back. Okay, so I will say, bro, you did call that, Jersey. You called the Niners losing 3 in a row. Some of you guys did. And I know I did it. I know I ain't always right. But sometimes I am, though. But we'll see. We'll see, man. So here we go. Here we go. Jersey talking about the Chiefs. Agree. Acknowledge the Chiefs might get spanked real bad. I don't think they will. I think they're gonna see, in my opinion, guys. I think that the Dolphins will, but I think the Chiefs. I mean, y'all got to remember, man. Isaiah Pacheco's been coming on. Let's look at this last game. Okay, whatever. But let's look at their overall season. They now have a running back and ability to be able to grind the clock a little bit, which is how you beat Tua and these guys. Try to get them off the field when you get a chance. No, don't let them get in a rhythm. That's what the Eagles did. That's why the Eagles hung around until the refs helped them out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But still, they hung around. If the Chiefs hang around in this game, they might not lose this game. I just don't know if I can see them getting blown out, man. I just don't. I got to think that Mahomes is going to be better for this game, on the field better too. I feel everybody, when you play at the level these guys have played the last couple of years, like him and Kelsey, you kind of take these games like you had last week personally against yourself and challenge yourself and the team to do better. And I think the Chiefs, as a championship pedigree, that's what they'll do. Andy Reid's going to have these guys ready to play, but I still don't see him winning. I just don't know if I see him getting blown out, but who knows? I'll probably be sitting here talking about how right y'all were and how wrong I was again next week. Sick of that shit. But his boyfriend, then who gonna actually catch the ball? He ain't got nobody who can get. But see, that's the thing, though, bro. Like the Kelsey isn't easy to shut down. Like, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna happen every once in a while. Like Cooper Kupp, yes. Like Cooper Kupp, he got shut down by the Cowboys. Him and the Cool this past week. I don't expect that to happen this coming week, because players of this caliber, like Kelsey, it's not easy. It's easier said than done. It's going to happen at times like this last week. But that's why I'm like, even more so if I have Kelsey in fantasy, am I banking on him to win me my league this coming week? You know what I mean? So he's going to have a big week. I have a feeling, because if nobody else is going to be getting the ball, let's say Rashee Rice gets taken out of the game, or not hurt, but they lock him down. Let's say Pacheco, they start closing the box. If they want to load the box on Pacheco, bro, what's going to happen, man? Then you're leaving Kelsey in a mismatch. So that's why I'm saying Pacheco is better, giving them a better run game than what they've had over the last few years. That's saying a lot. So Pacheco actually allows it that Kelsey, he actually helps Kelsey out, because if you want to drop back on Kelsey, you want to put 2 people on Kelsey, you're leaving one less person on the run game. And Pacheco's also good out of the backfield. So that's why I think those 2 guys are going to be a big difference. I think they'll help keep them around. The defense still should play well. Chris Jones, he's gonna get his pressures on Tua. He will. So we'll see. Whatever, man. Quit bragging. It ain't over yet. All right, I'm coming up. I got my 3rd win this week. It's time to start a winning streak, baby. Let me win next week or this coming week. That's all I'm saying. Love our Cowboys. I still don't trust them, man. I trust them. I have to, because I didn't trust them coming out of the bye. And they showed me exactly what I said last week I needed to see to trust them. So now I got to put it in with them. I trust them to get the win this week. I just hope the defense shows up because we're going to need them to. Okay. It may get ugly. That Cowboys game may get ugly. I don't care if we win that game ugly. Just win. You know what I mean? Defense, if their defense brings it, and it's just a slow score, a low scoring game, a slow moving game, then we're going to need our defense to keep us hanging around. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I don't know. No, Rashee Rice, bro. Rashee Rice is making himself a name there with Kansas City. So you can't say nobody can catch because that boy's been as a rookie. He's been looking good. And they just brought back Mecole Hardman. Okay, he only had one game back with the team. So I expect them to work him back more into it. He stretches the field. That gives them a deep threat. That's why they brought him back. So, but hurts. That's got you, man. That's got you. But so we'll see, man. We got some good games on the slate coming up. But as far as let's jump to spring football. Actually, there's nothing to jump to, guys. We still got nothing but speculation. I'm seeing these reports out. All of a sudden, some dudes on another page talking about there are reports that we are going to get an announcement before the end of the week. Okay. So you're telling me that basically, because what I saw somebody comment to him, okay, wait, what's your source? Like, where are these reports coming from? And he just said, I can't say. Come on, dog. That means you ain't knowing nothing. All right, for sure. So all I know is there's nothing coming out right now, guys. As far as we know, they're planning to merge. It's not even official yet, like legally binding yet. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. But if you want to know, then I really do suggest that you guys follow me in Jersey, man. Every Saturday, I got to holler at you about this week, brother. So, by the way, the Gridiron Show with Jersey the King and OG Double G. Yeah. And also, I told y'all a while back that I was working on a theme song for this show and for that show. And I actually got it together. I was here in the studio working on it today. So, Jersey, I'm going to have something for you real soon, bro. I'm hopefully in the next week or two. I just got to work on it. Then I get into the studio and I perform it while I record it. That's how it goes down. That's how you get the best of me. So, I'm working on it though, man. But y'all be sure every Saturday to jump in with us, man. And we give you a lot more in depth with the spring football of the XFL and the USFL merger, and let you guys know what's going on. All right. So as we get it, but be sure to be tuning in with us every week, guys. And like I told y'all earlier, follow me. Facebook at Gridiron Nation and the number 1, and Twitter. My handle is at the number 1 Gridiron Nation 1 on the X. Or you can just email me your questions, guys. Somebody send me a question this week. All right, is that sad? I got to ask y'all. Come on, man. Send me some questions this week, guys. Gridiron Nation Podcast at gmail.com. Something you want to know, some player you want to talk about, a certain team that we don't talk enough about. Let's do it. Send me your questions, and we'll get on it next week on next week's show. All right, so also look me up on Instagram, you guys. I am on there. G Garcia _ sorry, I thought I clicked on it at G Garcia _ Gridiron, G _ Gridiron. I don't use it enough. See, that's why I don't have it up here. I'm just saying. TikTok at Gridiron Nation Podcast. All right, get some videos up on there, y'all. So I am about to get out of here, you guys. I hope you guys. Thank you guys first of all for joining me on your Halloween night. Whether you were out with your kids or whether you were just chilling at home, got off work, whatever it was, man, that y'all were here chilling with me. I really appreciate it because it's always fun having these conversations with you guys, man. Oh, real quick. Yeah. As far as the spring football, rumors were an announcement was expected to be made today, but we got nothing. So I'm saying I'm not believing none of the rumors no more. Nothing. Until I get something that's from an official USFL site, XFL site, or from just an actual official news release from Fox, I ain't believing a damn thing. Even of the rumors of an announcement coming. Nah. Mm-mm. So we'll see. We'll see, guys, but I don't expect nothing coming out of there. anytime soon. All right. So now, before I head out, y'all, I always got to give you guys a message. But again, thank you all for joining me tonight, man. I really appreciate every one of you. You guys are the reason I keep doing this. You guys make the show. You really do. You know, I'm just here to kind of help you provide a little bit of entertainment, man. We just feed off each other. And I appreciate you guys every single week, man. All you, my day ones, everybody that jumped on between the first day and to now. Appreciate every one of you. So thank you for hopping in with me tonight, guys. All right. So now, before I head out, I got the message for you guys. Try and leave with something positive, right? So I'm thinking the other day, heard somebody talking about people should change. And I'm like, well, that depends. See, I believe every one of us has good side and bad side. We all know this because we're not perfect. We're human, man. We give in to temptations. We've got our vices. We do some bad things. We make bad choices even when we know at the time it's a wrong choice. You know, it is what it is. But we also help each other out. We also show love to each other. We also support each other. You know what I mean? We also are there for each other. We're all good people. We do good things in our lives overall. You know what I mean? We take care of our own. So there's a good side and bad side to every one of us, guys. So sometimes though, we feel the need that we got to completely change things. Sometimes I was at a point one time in my life, guys. I won't get into details now. One of these days I may tell you a story. But I was at a point where I was at my lowest. You know what I mean? I had hit a rock bottom, at least for what my life has been. And, you know, you have that conversation when you're at that point in your head about maybe I just need to change everything about myself, change the way I act, change the way I look, change the way I think, change everything, everything. Problem is, no, because then you're not yourself no more. You got to keep a little bit of yourself, okay? When you're trying to change things about yourself, guys, just focus on the bad. It's okay to focus on the bad sometimes when you're making a concentrated effort to focus on it because you're saying that right there, that's something I got to change about myself. You got to make the effort at times. Maybe you lose your temper at times. Maybe you come in grouchy at times. Maybe you just act a certain way towards certain things. Maybe you're like me sometimes and just something comes out at the wrong time. You're like, all right, your head, you're trying saying, stop talking, fool. Stop talking. I do this in meetings at work. So, but you try to work on those things. But you also, when you're going to focus on the bad about yourself, make sure you also at the same time focus on the good because that's the balance. That's what keeps your mind balanced. And I'm not just focusing on the bad. Look. I'm a cool motherfucker right here when I'm looking at the good shit I do about the good person I am overall. I'm cool to people, you know? So just focus on both. But one thing, don't change nothing on the good side, man. You know what I mean? If I rock with you and I rock with every one of you, the same way you rock with me, it's because of the good side of you. You know what I mean? And we all know, man, when we accept each other, you accept the good and the bad. That's just a part of a relationship, whether it's a friendship relationship, whether it's like an intimate or, love relationship or family relationship, whatever it is, you accept each other, the good and the bad. But that's because you allowed the good about that person to outweigh the bad. Am I right? So all I'm saying, y'all, is ever come to that point where you're like, you know what? I really need to just change everything about me. Now, don't change none of the good, man, because that's the best part of you. All right. I am out of here, familia. I'm about to get out of here. I'm gonna go chill with my family just a little bit, man. And what can I say, man? Thank you guys once again for joining me. No matter what life throws at you guys, no matter what it throws at you this week, could be maybe hell, unfortunately, maybe somebody loses a job. Maybe, you just have some unfortunate news come on to you. Whatever it is, guys, whatever it is, don't let it get you down too much. I'm guilty of that. Okay, I am guilty of that. But I've been trying to do better. I try to be more positive and say, you know what, it's all good. I'm gonna figure this out. No, we're good. We're good because I got to. You ain't got a choice. All right, you have to adapt. You have to adapt. If it knocks you down, you get back up. Next time you see that right hand coming from life, you'll see it a little bit because you'll be expecting it. You flow right around it, baby. You know what I mean? So in the words of the great Bruce Lee, that's right. All y'all got to do is be water, my friends. I am out of here, familia. I will catch y'all next week. Don't know if I'm going to go live. I'm going to surprise y'all. I'll let you guys know ahead of time, man. But I'm going to catch y'all next week. See you guys on the B-side, man. Got a new theme song for the Gridiron show on Saturday. Y'all be ready to tune in. I don't think I'll have it ready this week, but just keeping y'all, posted. Let y'all know. All right, but I'll see you guys next week, man. I am the Wicked One, a.k.a. Double G, a.k.a. your host of Gridiron Nation Podcast. Thank y'all for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you guys. Catch you guys on the B-side, man. I'm out, familia. Peace.